Alright, hey, Hades Omega here, and welcome to another Hades Omega WR250E video. Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to try to figure out what kind of gearing this bike is running, okay? So it's kind of a mystery to me. I don't know how big this rear sprocket is. I'm pretty sure, well, you know what? It says 53. There's a 53. Yeah, there's a 53 on this part number. It's a Sun sprocket. No, it says 49. Yeah, okay. I don't know what gearing this thing is running, alright? So I know in the previous video we took, when we tidied the bike up, I took the front sprocket off of the bike, the one that was on the QS motor, and that was a 14-tooth sprocket, okay guys? And so after the Hollister Hills hair scramble, the hairball, I found out this chain sucks, guys. It stretched a shit ton when we were racing, all right, guys. And yeah, I had to go tighten it. I just got back from a supermoto race. Let's see how tight it is. I just got kind of curious. All right, 48 is the max. I just raced it in a supermoto race, and I bet you it probably stretched again too. Okay. So I'm gonna go 48. 40 is the max, guys. So. Yeah, it's more than 48. A little more than 48. It didn't stretch so bad, as bad as it did last time, but it stretched. It's past 48 now. Oh, that one's like 48 exactly. So yeah, it stretched a little bit. But all I remember is during the hair scramble race, it stretched a whole lot, and you could hear it clanking around all over the place. Okay. So today we're going to find out how many links this chain is and how big this sprocket is. So in the overall scheme of things, Hades Omega wants to run a big sprocket, all right? Because I'm trying to turn this thing into a trail bike. I think whatever we got right now is okay, all right? So I think we'll be okay with this. But I got to figure out what it is so we can replace the chain, all right? This chain is garbage, all right? It's a 520 chain. It's just a regular roller chain. It doesn't have O-rings. I'd imagine the stock chain should have O-rings, guys, right? Because it's a dual sport, and you're gonna ride it on the pavement a whole lot, you know. So you want it to be as low maintenance as possible. But anyway, so how you figure out how long your chain is from the internet research that Hades Omega has been doing is that you count the number of side plates and you multiply it times 2, all right? Or you count how many rollers there is, all right? But it's easier to count the side plates. So we're going to start here at the master link, and then when we get back to the master link, okay, we should have our number, and then we multiply it times 2, okay? And then Hades Omega will do and then we'll count the teeth on the sprocket, all right? It's probably easier. Oh, I know. It'd be easier if we took the wheel off, man. Okay, anyway. Hades Omega's gonna have an accelerated video of me counting how many plates there are, and then we'll figure it out. All right, the mystery will be solved. All right, but we're gonna start here. This is 1, and I guess we'll go counterclockwise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay. 57. All right, there's 57 side plates. We want to multiply 57 times 2. I think that comes out to 114. Yeah, 57 times 2. 114 links, okay? So we need a 114 link 520 chain to replace this, okay? So that's what Hades Omega is going to put in the shopping cart or something bigger, all right? It's always it's always better to get a longer chain than a shorter chain, that's for sure, okay? Yeah, so with the master link, it's 114 links. Okay. And then now, let's go figure out how many. Teeth this rear sprocket has. So if we want to replace it with something else, or we just so we know what it is, I think we'll just run with this one. The odd thing about this sprocket is that there's other holes in it. There's holes that they don't go anywhere. All right. I guess this is a 6 bolt sprocket. But there's 12 holes in it, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 12 holes, but there's 6. So maybe you could use it in different stuff, is my guess. Okay, but I haven't had any problems with the rear sprocket. It seems to be pretty reliable. All right. There's some funky stuff going on with the motor mount or the front sprocket, but we'll address that in another video. Okay, so what Hayes Mega is going to do is I'm gonna mark where the where we're going to count first. Okay, so I'm going to mark it like right here. Oh my God, it doesn't run right. There's so much oil and stuff on it. Okay, so when we get back to that mark, all right. Oh my God, I can't even read it, man. Yeah, there's a lot of goop on it. Okay, when I get back to that mark, that's how many how many teeth we have. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm just gonna count as I see them. All right, basically. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay. '51, '52, and '53. Okay, so it's the 53 tooth sprocket, and that's what the 53 that's what the 53 number means at the end of this part number. It's 53 teeth. All right, so why did I doubt it? Okay, so it's a 53 tooth sprocket and a 114 link chain and a 14 tooth counter sprocket. Okay, guys, so that is the gearing that we are running on the WR250E. All right, at least the secondary drive gearing. All right. There is a primary drive gearing, but it's like inside the gearbox, inside the motor, right? Inside the motor, okay? So 114 and 53, okay? The gearing is a 1453. Is that pretty high? That is pretty high. I think it's fine where it's at. Yeah, I think it's fine where it's at. That's pretty good. We want a high gearing, but we don't want too high. We still want to go fast, still, you know. And I think the gearing where we're at right now is fine. All right. So, but it's just good to know if I need to replace any of these parts, like the chain for one thing, I know what I need to buy. Okay. Okay. Thanks for watching. It's Mega out. So the mystery has been solved. All right. 53 tooth rear sprocket and 114 link chain. And from a previous video, we found out that we were running a 14 tooth counter sprocket. Okay. Cool deal. Here's Miguel.